Audio Jungle.
Don't forget to subscribe. These adverbs describe how often an action happens. For example, I always wake up at 7 a.m. I sometimes eat fast food. I never dance in a party. To make this topic understandable, we are going to use percentages with each adverb. We are going to start with always, which goes with 100%, usually with 90%, generally with 80%, often with 70%, sometimes with 50%, occasionally with 30%, seldom with 10%, rarely with 5%, and finally never with 0%. But where do we put the adverb in a sentence? It generally follows this structure: subject plus adverb plus main verb, except with the verb to be. Rule number 2, when the verb to be is present, we use this structure: subject plus verb to be plus the adverb. Rule number 3, when there is an auxiliary verb in the sentence, we follow this structure: subject plus the auxiliary verb plus the adverb plus the main verb. Another important tip: you can only use the following adverbs at the beginning of a sentence: usually, normally, often, sometimes, occasionally. Always, for example, he always walks to work. I always study on the weekends. He always goes to gym. She's always doing something for us. Usually, for example, I usually wake up late. Cats usually hate dogs. When do you usually get up? We usually eat before 7. Generally, for example, she generally doesn't make mistakes. I generally agree with her. Mexican food is generally spicy. He is generally at home in the evening. Often, for example, I often read books. Tom often gets sick. Do you eat out often? I often make mistakes. Sometimes, for example, I sometimes play chess. Dreams sometimes come true. I sometimes cook dinner. Happiness is sometimes hard to find. Occasionally, for example, he occasionally does exercise. He occasionally goes to church. I occasionally eat alone. He occasionally misses tennis practice. Seldom, for example, we seldom eat junk food. Clark is seldom late. Mary seldom smiles. I seldom eat dairy products. Rarely, for example, she is rarely in a good mood. It rarely snows in this area. I rarely saw him at school. I rarely catch a cold. Never, for example, he never dances. She'll never stop. I'm never wrong. You never noticed. Remember to keep practicing